1-0 scoreline for Crystal Palace doesn't flatter them at all. They're really dominant in terms of possession, the areas they've played in, the opportunities they've had, and the goals they've scored.
Here they come again, hungry for more. Townsend at the heart of it. Townsend!
This team, for the last 3 years, has been a fast counter-attacking team, which is a strength of ours. Mustn't lose that, because that's an asset that we have. But we have to have more control over games, and so in the summer I decided to change the way we play, and I needed to change some personnel to do that too. And the coming together really was the Stoke game, and now it's about how many times can we produce that level of performance. We won't be able to play like that every week, of course, but the style of play was what we got to be about now, and that's more control on games. Still have fast breakaways when we're deep, and being able to have an educated process to break the opposition down. And you need educated players to do that, and luckily I have them. I think the key to Andros is faith in him a little bit. I think at Spurs, in and out wasn't ideal. He went into England and was the best player for a period, but he didn't have the consistency at Spurs of selection. Perhaps the options for the manager there were far greater than I have. Now I'm trying to give him consistency of selection. Play every week, then you have to give a consistency back to me. I think if anyone who watched him over his first period of his career, you'd say his strength is offensively. But for us so far, his strength's been defensively, and that's where he needed to improve. We all know what he can do when he gets in the final third, but he's kept his place in this team for us so far, mainly on his defensive work, which has been brilliant, and we'll definitely get more out of him as we grow as a team. You have got to be consistent performances, have players who can come into the side and not take the level down of the team. And we got that situation this weekend. Scotty Dan looks like he isn't going to make it, but I've got Tompkins to come in. That's why I paid £10 million for him. So Tompkins and Delaney will play, and that I don't think would be a great miss for us, although Scotty Dan's our captain. So that gives you that kind of strength as a manager, and to look at your team and know that every game you're going to be competitive in. Maybe one or two will get away from you, but that's all. That's all it can be. It's always, you know, two-edged sword really on that one. They're desperate for a result. They'll be fighting for their lives, of course. And they have a great manager who will get it right, and it'll be just a question of when he gets it right. I hope it's not this weekend. For us, we just need to follow on our level of performance against Stoke, and we should be okay. And we were very, very good. The level of intensity that we had defensively and offensively was right on the money, so we could take that to the game, we'll be okay.